Today on the KeJuan Show, it's our season 1 premiere. Because it has always been my dream to have my own talk show. Plus, award-winning host, advocate, and author Qimmah burgess is in the building. The KeJuan Show starts right now.
The KeJuan Show, where truth and proof. Rumors, they won't stand a chance. For uncurrent facts, taking no chance. The KeJuan Show, where conversations flow. Real talk, no script, just the truth we know. Join the discussion, be part of the crew. We're spreading love and shit, got rumors too. We're breaking news, we're making moves. The KeJuan Show, where the truth improves. We're breaking news, we're breaking news. The KeJuan Show, where the truth improves. Hey.
Hello everybody and welcome to the KeJuan Show. I am so excited because it is Thursday, November 7th, 2024, and we are live. I am so excited because it has always been my dream to have my own talk show, and it is finally here. And I feel the love. I feel the energy. You know, we've been promoting today's episode so much. I am so excited to be here, for one, and for two, I'm excited because we have a big guest later on in today's show, and I am just grateful. I've turned 18 this summer. Since we've been away, I turned 18, and you know, when you turn 18, I feel different. And I am so excited because I've matured into this, because y'all know me from podcasting and doing all this other things. But I'm excited. So let's get started with today's Feel Good Chat. You ready? Y'all ready? Okay, so listen, I came across this article a few months back, and I wanted to share because it brings so much joy to me. So a boy last Christmas was so upset because he didn't have PJs for school, for the pajama day at school, and his bus driver gave him pajamas, and it was all over the articles and news websites on ABC and CBS and all those things. And there is still good people out in the world. And don't you just love it? Because we live in a time now where there is so much hatred. There's so much, like, people are just, like, hating each other. But when you see people doing the good things and doing good deeds, it actually just lightens up the mood. It lights up the day. And I love people like this, because I remember when I was younger, I had a bus driver. All my bus drivers, they used to support school activities of mine. And just to know that you see that article and that there's still good people out in the world is absolutely phenomenal. I tell you. And there is nothing like this. So if you have any other stories like this, please share it into the show, because I want to talk about it, because we all come from different backgrounds and different stuff like this. But when you see people doing the good, it actually feels good. It really do. And there's another thing I want to share about, because as you know, this has been a lot of journey to get to the KeJuan Show, right? And we were supposed to premiere Monday, September 23rd. But it didn't work out. And a good friend of mine told me that when you have a dream, you need to make sure that dream is thought out perfectly. You need to make sure that dream is in its lane, and you need to make sure that everything is correct so that you can get into it and just make sure that everything is okay, right? And I'm excited because this is like a big blessing to me. It really is. It truly is. And I just want to say thank you, to my team of people and to everybody who still supports me to this day. I love you, to my family as well, and I'm just so grateful. Listen, my ears are sweating, and you're going to see that the headphones going to come out a lot through today's show, right? But there's something else I want to also talk about as well. And so y'all know about this Marcellus thing. A guy who was wrongfully executed. And I came across that, and to know that the governor, didn't everybody. I seen a video of everybody walking into the courthouse to petition. I seen that video, but my hearts go out to the family because I know how it feels. I do, and that's wrong. Everybody, justice to Marcella's family. Honestly, justice to Marcella's family because and we're going to talk more about that this month because we're going to dive into that. But we have y'all heard about the story with Breonna Taylor. You hear about the stories with George Floyd and everyone in between, and it's ridiculous, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop because you have this is like becoming a norm. That's what I was going to say. It's becoming a norm, and it's not right, And he was wrongfully executed back in September. And when I came across that, I was just so sad. Everybody on TikTok is still talking about it. But justice to Marcella's family, to his friends, to everyone, because he even wrote a letter, his last letter, and it says, "All praise to Allah." He didn't say nothing to his family. He just said, "All praise to Allah." And when I was reading through his case, I see a lot of mistakes, and he was wrongfully in jail and he was wrongfully executed. So he was on a death row thing. But oh my God, when my family even saw it, their stomach was tied in knots. It's ridiculous. It really is. And listen, this is becoming a norm. It really is. And just a few months ago, wasn't it something in Springfield, Illinois, or the cop, shot somebody? It's just, we need to stop. We need to come together. We need to bring peace and love to the world. Why is this happening? I don't know. But it really do need to stop. And we're going to have more about that this month. You're going to hear about it because we're going to bring a lot of people and expert ins to talk about this situation and this topic. But it is becoming a norm and it needs to stop. And listen, we have a great show for y'all today. I'm really excited about it. But if you have any more Feel Good Chat, write onto the show, subscribe to our YouTube channel, to our Instagram page. And up next, I am so excited because podcaster and host Qimmah, we're going to ask about her name and after the break. But Qimmah Burgess is in the building. Y'all stay tuned. The KeJuan Show will be right back. Oh my goodness, welcome back to the KeJuan Show. Listen, we are still in the bliss of our season premiere. And when my team was telling me, who should we have on for season one? Who should we have on for the premiere show? Who can we have on to bring in a story and topics for season one? I said, let's try to get the lady from Pillow Talk with the Tea, right? Now listen, to know me is to know I love anything like that podcast, and I've been watching it. I love it. So please welcome to the K Show fam, Qimmah burgess.
What's going on? Thank you.
I am so excited to have you here. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys? I'm even excited to even be like on the premiere. Like that's
Yes,
great. That's
yes,
amazing.
you are kicking off our season premiere. Listen, I am so excited because you are not only a host, you're an advocate, you're a coach, and all these things. So, to my fam who's watching that may not know you, introduce yourself. But wait, hold on. Before we do that, now, is it Quimia? How do you pronounce the name? Because I want to make sure I get this right.
Yes. So the name is actually pronounced Kwamiya.
Kwamia. Okay, Kwamia.
Yes.
Yes,
Mhm.
okay. All right. So to my fam that is watching, talk to us. Tell us who you are and how did you begin?
Yes, so of course my name is Kwamia, but many can't pronounce it. They try. So I normally tell people to call me Q Kwa, either Queen. I'm the founder, creator, the host, the CEO, but most importantly, the host of Pillow Talk with the T podcast. I'm also a founder of Empower Tribe Nation. I'm an advocate. I'm a self in love, confident coach. I am an entrepreneur all around across the board. And basically, I got into podcasting with just the fact of turning my pain into purpose and
Yeah.
creating a space for people to actually be comfortable, to have a safe space, and as well, no judgment.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And the theme of season one is people bringing people on with a purpose, with a story, and all these different things. Not only are you an outstanding podcast host, you Pillow Talk with the T. I want to begin there because it's now in its sixth season. Like
Yes.
to know that you have been doing this for 6 seasons, and I want to dive in because in the beginning, did you know that podcasting is what you wanted to do? How did you get into Pillow Talk with the T podcast?
So basically, when it came to podcasting, I did not think about podcasting. So what it is, long story short, a family member of mine, because I'm an oldest sibling, I'm an oldest
Me too.
grandchild.
Me
I'm
too.
the first auntie of all that. I'm the big kahuna when it comes to the generation of grandkids.
Right.
And I'm also the one that's in a family that's I'm a straight shooter. I don't sugarcoat it. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And so many of my family members, they respect it. Some of them cringe from it, but there's some that really respect it and love it. And again, podcasting was not on my radar. I was not thinking about trying to be a podcaster. A family member, a cousin of mine, who I'm very close to, she said to me, I think you should start a podcast. I said, girl, get out my face. I was shooing her off like she was a fly. And I was like, she was like, no, for real. I said, girl, whatever. So fast forward a year later, after she said that, it was still resonating in my spirit. I don't know why. First, I didn't even know what it was. You
Yeah.
ever
I,
felt, maybe your
same.
listeners, maybe you or maybe your listeners ever felt where you have something like flaming in your spirit, in your belly. You know that there's something you need to do, but you can't
Right.
put your
Right.
finger on it. So that was what I was feeling. So fast forward a year later, me and my family had a family gathering. She walks in and she seen me and she was like, "You started that podcast yet?" And once she said that, it's like the fire in my belly connected to her voice to what she said. I'm like, "Oh God, that's what that is." So when I basically aligned the two, I said, okay, I have to think about this. I have to
Yeah.
pray, meditate, and
Yeah.
fast on
Yeah.
this because I really was not thinking. My mind was like, the world ain't ready for me because my family, we straight shooters, even though I'm more blunt
Right.
than most of them.
Same.
Yeah, and I come and I have my parents, but I was mainly really grew up by my grandparents, and my grandfather was
Same.
Army Navy vet, and was uh he was no joke. He basically created not only his kids but his grandkids and so many of us that have thick, tough skin.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, these people not gonna be ready for me because how I may deliver stuff, people may be too.
Right.
I hate to say the word sensitive, but they may be a little
Right. Right.
offended.
Right.
So that's how that ended up basically came coming, and I didn't really take it serious until after I went to a healing retreat, and I went to a healing retreat because I had just got out of probably I won't say just got out of I still was dealing with the battles of coming out of a domestic situation, and there was still, even though it was 10, 12 years later, I still had some hold and struggle on myself.
Right.
And so after that healing retreat, that's when Pillow Talk with the T was birthed, because I was able to get the stuff that was holding me back. I was able to not only just to survive, I was able to really start to live and breathe. And I said,
Right.
you know what? I'm doing this. And that's when Pillow Talk with the T actually came, and I took it serious. I made it my business. I got an LLC. I got everything. I got a trademark. I was like, yeah, this is it right here. So that's how Pillow Talk with the T
Right.
came upon.
I love this story because when you was talking about your grandparents raising you, like same, my that grandpa was in the military, same. So the oldest as well, so I definitely see that. And we look at the success that Pillow Talk with the T has had. How does that make you feel? And I want to talk to you because now that you're entering your sixth season, what was different from then, the past 5 seasons to now? Like, talk to us about that.
So basically, I would say in regards to, it makes me feel amazing. It makes me feel that I'm actually touching people and people actually paying attention, and the message that I'm actually getting across, the conversations that we had, because no one said that growth was going to be comfortable. Growth
Right.
is uncomfortable as hell. And and listen, and sometimes for you to grow, you have to get in the trenches of the uncomfortability of a conversation or just
Right.
the uncomfortable. And
Right.
I love it because it makes you grow another inch. It makes you feel like, woo, I
You
conquered
can
that.
stand
And I
tall.
didn't,
Yes.
and yeah, and
Yeah.
I didn't run away, and I didn't sit there and shut them down. I actually stuck through the trenches, and it makes you feel like, okay, I could applaud myself. So it just makes me feel good that I'm able to create them uncomfortable conversations, and actually, and people are listening and hopefully and praying. And then, which I know that some people are, because I get DMs, I get emails, I get people hitting me up and
Right.
saying that conversation you had made me have that conversation in my home, or made me look at certain things different. So it makes me
Right.
feel tremendously good. And then for me to be in the season 6 going and be premiering Saints premiering and this November, I basically said, I would say basically it's, let's see, I would say the difference between then and now is just the fact of where it took me, the doors that it opened up for me,
Right.
the opportunities.
Man.
And I really love it, and people are even respecting it more, and because they see that the consistency, they see I'm serious, they see that this ain't no game, this ain't no hobby, this is my passion, this is my brand.
Amen. I Woo! Yeah, I definitely agree because I'm a production host. I run my own production company, and being in this lane of talk, many people when I was coming in, many people starting out, old friends of mine was telling me, I can hold a conversation well, and I would say, okay, well, I'm gonna prove you wrong. And talking about this, you not only do Pillow Talk with the T, but tell us about your journey into the business with Empower Her Tribe Nation. Tell us, how did you come up with the
Yes.
idea?
So basically, Empower Tribe Nation was something that actually came from out of Pillow Talk with the T, because me just having the conversations with women, and again, Pillow Talk with the T opening up avenues and doors for me to be in certain rooms and allow me to be around certain people. Its majority was women, and me end up being a self-love advocate, a confidence coach, and also me sitting there being just an advocate of the things that I'm wholeheartedly, that's close to my heart. And I'm like, and one of them is sisterhood. And so I was like, you know what? I get so many people asking me, where do I get my confidence from? How did you get that? What's
Right.
going, like, where that come from? And it's like and they probably be thinking like, and they be like, did you always have it? So it's like I always had it, but there was some trials and tribulations where sometimes the flame had dimmed down because of certain traumatic situations. But baby, I made sure the flame got relit because over doing the work of healing. But Empower Her came because again, so many women reaching out to me asking me about how did you get your confidence, where did it come from, did you always have it? So I was like, you know what, and I'm always around women that's resonating to when I'm saying my message and just me pouring it to them. I say, you know, why not do Empower Her Tribe Nation? So what Power Empower Her Tribe Nation is a foundation where we actually basically mentor and we actually are you know, I want some women are coaches to other women, but just the advocacy of just being that support system for other women who actually lost their confidence and we're reigniting their flame, or either women who never found their confidence, we're helping them dig deep to find their confidence, to light their flame.
I love that. And I love that because how, you're talking about how all these women reached out to you. How did that make you feel when all these women's reaching out to you? And this is probably a two-parter question right here. How did you feel when you had all those women reaching out to you? And two, did you grow up with strong women, lifting you up to the woman you are today?
It made me feel good. It made me feel like, okay, so I'm doing something right.
Right.
Something like my family, and they install something in me. They see something, the light shining bright. And to say with that, I remember going to an event, and it was a wiser woman. And I like to call my older women, I don't like to call them old, I like to call them the wiser ones. Because baby, they're wise with
Yes,
some
they
good
are.
gems. So I like to put some respect on their name. So one wise lady, she was telling me, she gave me a good information, and she was like, I don't know if you know, but you have this light around you. And with this light that's around you, it's very bright, and people are attracted to it. You may not know, you may not recognize, you may not see, or maybe you do, but there's people that's going to be a magnetic to your light. So just be careful with that. But because you have a message, you have a powerful voice to tell your story and to resonate with women and people that needs to hear it, and that you need to be the voice for them.
Yes.
So it really makes me feel good that my voice is resonating the spirits and the hearts of many women, and that it's making them actually be unapologetically themselves, tapping deep down in their spirits to find their confidence or relight their confidence, and just end up saying that I'm gonna be the best version of me and who I am. And then and with the other question, which I completely forgot, what was the other question?
I definitely understand. So, did you grew up with those strong women like those aunties? Because I know I did. Because my grandmother, my auntie, they shaped me to the man who I am today. They are women at that certain age. I'm not about to be disrespectful. That women at that certain age, they are very wise. But did you grow up with that support system,
Yes.
shaping you to the woman you are today?
Yes, so my mom, my aunts, my grandmother, even family, even female friends around me. But I definitely got it. Let me tell you something. Even though I had them strong, powerful, vocal women, that did not hold their tongue around me,
Right.
pouring into me, uplifting me, letting me know who I was and who I am before I even knew who I was. But I definitely have to give and pay homage and respect to my grandfather. God rest his soul, because he, from the rip, told me I am a queen. He told me I'm worthy. He told me he showed me my value. He told me to make sure I respect myself and make sure people put respect on my name and make sure they do respect me. He told me how to be eloquent, respectful, and how to walk in a room gracefully. You ain't gotta be loud doing it, because your poise, your grace, your stand, and just your presence speaks loud for you. So I have to really pay that respect to him, because in the mix of me having all them strong women Woo, I had that powerful man.
Right, right, and same. I see so many similarities here because my grandfather told me that I was a star, and when I was creating my first production company back in 2022, 2016, no, 2018 actually is when it started,
Okay.
and he told me I was a star, and I was like, "Thank you, what?" And so when I was going through, my team was like, what's the name for the production company? Because I'm an author, so it was a book company at first. He said
Yes.
I'm a star, so I said Star Production. So I definitely listen to what you're saying right here, and I just have to ask you because talking to you right now, I see a sense of unapologetically you. You are unapologetically
Thank
you,
you.
and did this? Did you find this along the way, or did you have this in you since the womb? How did you come out? Being you, out very outspoken. How did you find this?
I was always outspoken to the fact my grandmother used to say, "Tell me to shut up." She was like, "Shut up," and I'd be like, "No, like I feel like y'all saying things that needs to be. Y'all not saying things that needs to be said." And that's how the definition of pillow talk with the tea came up of no longer no longer sweeping under the rug, but talking about that big ass pink elephant in the room. Because I grew up around, like I say, with wiser women, where back in our grandparents and our mother's time, they swept things under the rug because they didn't want to really talk about it.
Right,
And
right,
I did not want to bring on and carry that generational curse over to my generation. I wanted to, or either my son generation. I want them to be vocal but respectful. Because sometimes I have to
right,
remind my son that. I'm like, listen, I gave you the freedom to speak, but you better still be respectful because I will take
right,
you out of here. But you still want them to be able to actually be vocal, to share their feelings, to be able to speak their truth and speak how they feel and not shut them down. So basically that's where it all came from, just me always just being vocal and always just being unapologetic. And I really was able to step more into it at the my in my journey of me healing and
right.
actually really seeing what I was made of and letting myself know I'm the shit. Like,
That part right there. That part.
yes.
I love it because I'm very open to. I'm very vocal, and so I just love that. I love this. So when I sense that, I want to tell people: have you ever found this along the way? Because some people, they can be they don't. They can be very open, but they haven't found it. Like it came years after dealing with
Mhm.
things. So I just wanted to ask that. And I'm going to go back here for season 6 because now that you're entering season 6, I'm entering season 1. We're both in November. Hey, so,
Yes.
what can you tease and share about season 6?
Woo, season 6 is gonna be more realer than any other seasons. Even though all the other seasons was unguarded, was raw,
Right,
and with and so unapologetic and just so to the point of just having truly uncomfortable conversations. But this time, I'm being more raw and transparent and vulnerable with real life shit. Because honestly, and the reason why what I've been through in this last past year really transitioned me spiritually, mentally, physically, socially, and my world changed so drastically in so many ways of just loss, from losing
yeah,
people to just the fact financial loss, financial regain, financial loss again, for just different avenues in my life. And I'm like, yo, I know I'm not the only one going to do this. And knowing the fact that
right,
me losing my dad 2 months ago, I'm like, yeah, I gotta get on this podcast doing this new season, and I have to really represent hard for him because that really reshaped my whole existence now. Because now I'm living in a new normal without having my father. So
right,
and I know that so many people lost so many people, and it's like we gonna forever be grieving. We gonna be forever be trying to heal and trying to find try to live with that no longer, that hole in our heart, because nothing could replace it. So I'm like, I gotta take season 6 to a whole nother epidemic. Like, this gotta be raw, it gotta be vulnerable, it gotta be transparent, it gotta be some real life shit. And I'm
Right.
coming with some real raw life shit that I'm telling you, some stuff, some episodes, I'm gonna have to tell people, put the babies to bed, because I don't think you want to put this on the radio on your iPad or your
Right.
Alexa. Huh.
I love that because when I was going through your episodes, because I love season. I started watching you in season 3, right? I started
Okay.
watching in season 3, and I didn't really know who you were at the time. And then every episode, I'm just like, I'm up until like 12 a.m. watching episodes, laughing, kiki, and ha ha. And when I tell you, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm be real here. So you have followed me, and you followed me earlier this year, and I didn't know that. I swear, I get so many followers, and I'd be like, okay, is they real or not? And so when I was going through, my producer Cortez Robinson, when he was like, okay, I'm gonna go here and find you some guests, and he said you, I say, wait a minute, it said follow back. I was like, oh, this was destined to happen. So I just want to let you know that. And I love this. And I want to ask you, going to stick around for a little more? We got some more. We want to stick around for some more too?
Absolutely. Listen, this is
Okay.
celebration. This is the premiere, baby.
Yes. All right. We'll be right back. This is the KeJuan Show. Stay locked in. Back, everybody. It's KeJuan Show. I am so excited because we are back with my guest for season 1 premiere, Qimmah burgess. Okay. Woo! I'm so excited. Listen, there's a lot of things that we still getting situated here, but let's get started. Let's come on. Let's answer some more questions. I'm so excited. I really am. All right. So, how are you enjoying your time here at the KeJuan Show? I just want to ask you that because you now are part of the
I
K Show fam.
Listen, I'm enjoying my time amazingly. This is great. I love you. I love your whole team. You guys are killing it and rocking
Thank
out.
you.
Listen,
Thank
I can't
you.
wait to see where you guys gonna be in another year. It's gonna be amazing. We
I
definitely
can't
gotta
wait.
celebrate the anniversary. Gotta do an
Right?
anniversary show.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So I want to ask you because we talked a little about Pillow Talk. We talked a little bit about Tribe Nation. I want to dive a little more into Pillow Talk. What inspired you to do each season? How do you elevate each season of Pillow Talk? What is that inspiration process? What is that
Woo.
guest process like each season?
So basically my whole method and my whole transformation of developing each season is fast, pray, meditate. And I do that because again, I don't try to move off of my own emotions, my or anything. I move off the vibration of the universe, the energy of the universe, the world, because I feel like I create the topics and the conversation with the universe give me. And if you spiritual, because I'm spiritual, I believe in a higher power. And when he tells me that something needs to be actually we need to have a conversation. The world needs to talk about something. That's how I develop those topics and those conversations in each season. And that's how each season continue to elevate and elevate and elevate. And that's why this season 6 is going to be even more powerful, because the universe is telling me what I've been through. I need to talk about it along with so many
Right.
other people. So
Absolutely. I'm so excited because you not only are doing pillow talk, you're doing so many other things. You are advocating for the community. You are inspiration to so many. And I just want to ask you this. With each season and each guest you bring onto the show, has there ever been a time where they completely inspired you or surprised you throughout that time?
oh, oh, excuse me. I would say, yeah. Some people really have really inspired me in regards of just because I feel like even me having conversations and with the guests I do come bring onto the show and have on the show, I be learning, because again, a teacher never stop being a student. I sit there and
Right?
I observe and I learn, and they inspire me by just their stories of just even the conversation, even if they dropping some gems and some knowledge, and I'm like, whoo, that was a gem. Ooh, that was the knowledge. Let's snap that up. So
Right?
I love it, because again, it's in a way, it's like in a way of me pouring into them, they pouring back into me. And also it's also allowed the listeners and the viewers to get poured into and get some gem drops on them. And some guests have really inspired me for the good and the bad.
We most definitely, yeah, everybody know what she's talking about here. And you talked a little about this earlier. You talked about being a mom to your son. I want to ask you this. Did you being a mom, like, is that like your number one job? Like you do for your son, or is it like you need you enter what I'm trying to say is like, do pillow talk with the T, that does that, is that your first priority, your son your first priority, or you intercept both into the community?
I intersect everything that I'm passionate about all together. And
Yes.
when I say I have because for some reason I get this a lot. When I say I have a son, a lot of people assume I have a young baby or he 5 or 10. My son is 23 years old.
What?
I don't have no baby. I have a grown young man. So, and he's at work right now. And thank God for that. Hallelujah.
Yes, yes. Hey, listen. When I turned 16, my mom was like, "Okay, now you need to learn how to be, independent. Okay, you need to learn how to be
Yeah.
independent." So I definitely understand that.
Cause that's how I grew up. My
Yeah.
grandparents was like, "You want to either do school or you want to work. Which one you doing? If you do school, you do school, and we got you. But if you choose that school ain't for you, because college ain't for everybody." And I
Oh,
definitely could
I
respect that.
agree.
And if
Yeah.
so, if he tried it, as long as he tried it, to say he ain't, it wasn't for him, and I had to respect that. And he said, "Listen, I'm going to go out here get some certifications, and I'm going to do something different." But I intertwine everything that's my love, my passion, that's my heart, and that I'm really truly, passionate about. I intertwine everything. He's one of my biggest cheerleaders.
Yes, I like that. Listen, I'm a big family, and I'm very much family oriented. So I'm everybody is my cheerleader. Everybody is supporting me. Everybody, because everybody say I talk a lot. Even my executive producer says I did. I can talk a lot, and I just have to say I am so thankful for you being here today. You definitely inspired me. You definitely inspired my team, and you are just such an amazing woman. You have the energy. You have the energy,
Thank you.
and I just want to say I appreciate you for being here. I cannot wait. Can you tell us when season 6 of Pillow Talk premieres?
So season 6 of Pillow Talk gonna premiere in November. I don't have exact dates because again, I have a whole preparation of how God wants. He told me November, but he didn't give me the date yet. But it's definitely gonna be in November. I don't know, for some reason that word 11. I wish that 1111. Whew, that's telling me something right there.
Right, right,
But
right.
But normally I try to stick on Thursdays and drop my episodes Thursdays at midnight. So all I
See,
can say is
listen, we about to rule Thursdays. Okay, y'all can get me in the morning and get my podcast, big sister in the night. Okay, Thursdays is
listen.
not ready,
They better have both of us on, like, and running
right?
up them views and them downloads. I'm telling you. So you can't say you
Right.
ain't got nothing to listen to or watch on Thursdays, you know.
Not
But
only this
I
Thursday, but this winter, you got a whole lineup of things you
Yes, you're
can
gonna be
watch.
in the house. It's like cuffing
Right.
season, so it's gonna be cold. Why not? So, but yeah, so I know it definitely. I try to stay on my Thursday because I've been doing that for so many 5 seasons now. So I try to definitely stay, and I changed it up. I think season 4, yeah, where I start dropping it at midnight, steady in the middle or later on that night. I feel like because I do have different listeners from overseas, so
Yeah. Yeah.
when we sleep, they're up. So I wanted to respect them because trust me, I was getting some emails like, when we sleep, you down, you dropping, like, we need to. I'm like, oh God, okay. So let me see how I'm gonna do this. But just make sure you guys put on your bell notifications. And I have both audio and visual on YouTube. So
I'm so excited. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am. Y'all make sure you check out season 6 of Pillow Talk with the T coming soon, okay? And then number 2, I just want to say thank you for being here. You are an incredible human being. You
thank
you you
you.
inspired me just now, and I want to ask you, will you come back? You want to come back to the
Yes.
K Show, fam? Okay.
Absolutely. And even
When now,
send me the invitation. And definitely,
absolutely.
I'm always here to put it on the schedule as long as I ain't book on that day.
Right. Booked in,
Because even
baby.
I'm trying, because even with November is really booked for me. That's crazy. So
Dang,
of
yeah.
course I have to premiere, Pillow Talk. I have like probably 5 speaking engagements, going to Atlanta, going to Texas, going to Florida. So I'm just really excited about that. And then if anybody want to see me in person, definitely. And also Pillow Talk with the T has been nominated, and we are nominated for Outstanding Podcast with the Full Figure Industry Awards. So that's
Yes,
November 2nd in New York. That's going to be amazing. So just hope that we get that award, we win.
right,
And so I'm
right.
just happy. I'm just so freaking happy. But yeah, so we definitely will come back. Just let me know, and we're here for sure.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Congratulations again on that nomination. Because I seen it and my mind went blank because I wrote these questions last night. But I just want to say congratulations to you on all your success. 6th season. That is a milestone right there. I am just so incredibly grateful for you being here today on our season 1 premiere. And listen, stick around because up next we're doing Pet of the Day. You don't want to miss it to light up the mood. Thank you so much for being here, Kwamia. She'll be back. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be right back. Bye. Welcome back to the KeJuan Show, everybody. We are in full bliss mode, okay? Kwamia was just here. If you didn't watch that, take a look at it, okay? But anywho, we are back, and it is time for our favorite segment on part of the show, where after every segment, after every guest, we light up the mood with our pet of the day. All right, so today's pet of the day comes from Vanessa, who watches us on Cast TV Atlanta at 2 p.m. their time. And she sent in this pet with the message saying this. Hi, KeJuan. I see you're looking for some pet moments. Slap the moon. I sure am. She said, here goes me and my pet outside in our backyard. Take a look. Yes, I listen. To know me is to know that I love a pet. Okay, I owned a pet for the last 3 years, and I've been very open and honest that at the beginning I didn't like a pet. I didn't like dogs. I used to run away from them. But my dog Money truly did, grew on us all. And I love him so much. So thank you, Vanessa, for that incredible photo. If you have any more photos like this with your pet, bring them in. Send them in to the KeJuan Show and email us at the KeJuanShowTeam@gmail.com. Send us a picture of your pet. And any more things, okay? And I am so excited because today has been today. Today has been today, and I want to say thank you, Qimmah Burgess. And we're right back at this commercial break. So keep it locked. This is the KeJuan Show. Yes. Ooh. Welcome back to the KeJuan Show. Y'all had a day. Did y'all enjoy yourselves here at the KeJuan Show? I want to say thank you to my team for allowing me to be in this space. I want to say thank you to the naysayers, the haters, for telling me that I couldn't do this. But here I am, the KeJuan Show. What you didn't know and now you do know is that I want to say thank you to my podcast big sis, Qimmah Burgess. Okay, let me get her name right. Okay, respectful. And I want to say thank you to everybody for allowing me in this space. It is now going to go unnoticed. I am so excited for being here today. Thank you for allowing me in your homes. And I like to say this: be real about being real. Let that simmer in. We have to get real. We have to come together. There's so much thing that's going on in the world right now. We need to come together and make sure that we're going to be okay. All right. So I want to say thank you so much for being here today. And listen, next Thursday, it's going to be a day. It's going to be a day. Okay. So I need you to make sure that you have your Thursdays on lock. Thanks for being here. This is the KeJuan Show. Bye. At the song.